Happy Sunday. I am the supplier, and this is my Sunday Bookstack for the week of January 27th, 2013. So, public school semester is in full swing now, and university semester just started, and I thought it was going to be absolutely nuts, and then one of my classes was canceled. So it's not going to be as nuts as I thought, which is good, but I still have plenty of work to do. And the class that I'm taking is mostly online, so it's going to be uber weird this semester not to have 4 hours of audiobook time in the car, because school is an hour away. Anyway, speaking of audiobooks, I just saw the trailer for The Tragedy Paper, which I will link to in the show notes, and I'm really wondering if that's going to be as good an audiobook as 13 Reasons Why was. It's kind of got the same premise. I don't usually listen to audiobooks when I haven't read the book first, but I'm thinking about making an exception this time. If any of you guys have read or heard anything about The Tragedy Paper, I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to give it a go. Let me know what you thought. Or maybe I had to just be brave and, go for it. What else is up? Oh, I saw a post on Thursday on Tumblr about the And If I Stay movie, and apparently there are people attached already. Somebody's signed on to play Mia, and there's a director who's signed on, and can I just say I'm really, really excited for this movie. I loved If I Stay and Where She Went, and now I may have to read it again just because I love it so much. Ooh, and yesterday, when I was trying to decide how I was going to use my Audible credit, I clicked on the Teen Essentials, like the top 25, and the staff couldn't decide on just one of John Green's books, so they gave him the Distinguished Achievement Award, and all of his books are listed there, and how awesome is that? Go John and DFTBA Audible. I'm not lacking for books in any stretch of the imagination, but I really had a hard time making my stack this week. I've finally settled on reading Hex Hall, because at this point I think I've had 3 or 4 of my female students come in and tell me that I should read it and that it's awesome. One of the 3, who is not in my class anymore but I'm still supplying, says that it starts out pretty slow and then it picks up. And it's nice to have an idea going in that I may have to wade through a little bit to get to the good part. Nothing can be worse than Adam Bede, so I'm really not that concerned. I'm also planning on reading Mark of Athena, or at least starting it, which is the 3rd book in the Heroes of Olympus series, finally. I picked this one up when it came out, lent it to a student, and I haven't seen it since. So I picked up a 2nd copy, and I am going to read it before I give it to the other student who has been asking for it for a while. So, 2 weeks ago when I did a question of the week, I asked about what books made you catch that reading bug, and I'm excited to say that I got responses not only on YouTube this time, but also on Tumblr, so that made me really happy. So, someone's nemesis from Tumblr said that his or her gateway book, or, reading bug book, was The Hobbit, after which, during break times, were used to read. Absolutely brilliant! And YouTube user 1993 Book Freak, nice handle, by the way, said Harry Potter. YouTube user Cassandra said The First to Die by James Patterson. I haven't read any James Patterson. Should I? Till Chapter 3 said there wasn't a specific book, which is the boat that I found myself in when I was trying to answer this question. Oh, and by the way, till Chapter 3 I'll be talking more about my students, since I just got a new crew and I'm getting to know them as readers, and I will probably start talking about that a bit. And finally, Karen said that her gateway book was Anne of Green Gables. If I were going to have to, pick one, I would have to say The Firm by John Grisham, which is not what people would probably think I would say, given that I read so much YA. But when I was a kid, we did the summer reading program, and I was made to read, and I loved doing it, but I kind of wonder what I would have done had I not done that. So, when I got to high school, John Grisham was the first author that I picked up and devoured. I had this, crime show phase, and, well, I'm still in the crime show phase. Anyway, I had this crime show phase, and, John Grisham's books really played into that particular, desire of reading content or whatever. Thank you to all the people last week or 2 weeks ago, who answered the question. You rock, you are awesome, I can't wait to hear more from you guys. So this week's question, in terms of lending books, because that's the whole thing with Mark of Athena this week. Which camp are you in? You have to read it before you lend it out, or you'll go ahead and lend it out if you haven't already read it. Leave your thoughts about this question, feature shelves, whatever, in the comments of wherever you happen to be watching this video. So that's it for me today. I will see you at the very least on Thursday for the LOL edition of Feature Shelf. Until then, I am the supplier wishing you happy reading. Don't forget to be awesome.